According to the findings of renowned social psychologist Dr. David McClelland from Harvard University, the company we choose to keep can play a pivotal role, influencing up to 95% of our success or failure in life. It's a fundamental truth that some individuals propel us towards greatness, while others can hold us back. In this video, we'll delve into the discussion of 6 types of negative individuals that we should consider distancing ourselves from. Furthermore, we'll explore effective strategies for dealing with them constructively. Before we dive into these essential insights, please consider subscribing to our channel. At Psychology Places, our mission is to provide you with transformative ideas that can expedite your journey toward success, making it more manageable. Undoubtedly, you cannot surround yourself with negative individuals and expect to lead a positive life. More significantly, even if you're diligently following the right path, associating with people who set lower standards can significantly increase your likelihood of failure. So, who are these 6 types of negative people, and how can we effectively distance ourselves from them? The hopelessly hostile drama queen. We all have friends or acquaintances who embody the essence of drama queens. They possess charisma, colorfulness, and the ability to captivate us with their personal melodramas. They often require your assistance to address seemingly urgent issues. You willingly step in to help, but soon you realize that these individuals seem to have an unending stream of problems in their lives. For them, problems are a perpetual fixture, and they relish having an audience to showcase their daily dilemmas. These individuals are masters of manipulation, employing a specific pattern of behavior. They often employ flattery, convincing you that you are the sole person they can rely on to resolve their issues. They catch you off guard by appealing to your sympathy, ego, and desire to be a good person. However, if you find yourself unable to meet their demands or simply unavailable, they may label you as selfish and seek out someone else to engage in their drama. Drama queens fundamentally violate the core principle of healthy relationships, which is a balance of give and take, nurtured by mutual listening, empathy, interest, and respect. Drama queens crave admiration and attention, but struggle to reciprocate these sentiments. Psychiatrists suggest that this behavior may be deeply ingrained in their brain due to a combination of genetics, past trauma, or other environmental factors. While it may be challenging to change them, we do have the power to alter our own behavior to prevent being emotionally drained by individuals who take without giving back. Here are some steps to consider. 1. Establish clear boundaries. One effective way to deal with drama queens is to set clear boundaries. Make it known that they shouldn't overstep these boundaries. For instance, if someone treats you as their personal 911 hotline at all hours, create a strict schedule for when you're available to help. 2. Avoid inquiring about their feelings. Drama queens thrive on attention, and asking them how they're feeling can often backfire. This can encourage them to vent or complain, leading to unnecessary trouble. Minimize interactions that invite sharing about their emotional state. 3. Don't reinforce their drama. Drama queens seek attention, and those who engage with their theatrics can get caught in a whirlwind of drama. Instead of getting involved, stay focused on your own tasks. If necessary, politely express that you have work to complete, saying something like, "I'm sorry to hear you're going through a tough time, but I need to focus on my work." 4. Recharge yourself. After dealing with a drama queen, it's essential to recharge your own emotional energy. Go for a walk, meditate, or put on your headphones and listen to your favorite music. Avoid dwelling on the drama, as it can keep you trapped in a negative mindset. 5. Distance yourself as a last resort. When all else fails and you find yourself at your wit's end, you may need to consider distancing yourself from the drama queen. Communicate that you need some personal time to focus on yourself. Overcoming any guilt, especially in close relationships, can be tough, but remember that change begins with us. Now, let's shift our focus to another type of person we need to learn how to ignore: the chronic people pleaser. We've all encountered someone who constantly seeks to please others, often at their own expense. They strive to keep the peace, going along with everything, but it never seems enough. You might believe that being accommodating and never saying no makes you likable and easygoing, but it's an unhealthy pattern of behavior. It can leave you feeling lost and unlikable. Pleasing others at the cost of your true self doesn't benefit anyone. Instead, it attracts individuals who take advantage of your generosity. Ignoring those you've tried to please numerous times is crucial, as they'll likely never truly appreciate your efforts and may even criticize you when you can't fulfill their demands, no matter how minor they may be. It's time to stop being a people pleaser, especially when it comes to that specific person who constantly demands your attention and compliance. Let's explore how you can change your approach towards them. 1. Address your feelings. Start by delving into your own motivations. Ask yourself why you feel the need to please someone. Is it because you genuinely want to make them happy, or is it rooted in your own fears and insecurities? Many people engage in people pleasing to avoid internal negative emotions, such as fear of rejection, fear of disappointing others, fear of criticism, loneliness, and guilt. 2. Evaluate your priorities. Often, you find yourself automatically saying yes to this person's requests without considering whether you genuinely want to commit to what they're asking for. This knee-jerk yes might stem from a sense of obligation rather than a genuine desire to help. The next time they make a request, pause and consciously assess whether it aligns with your own priorities. Remember, thinking consciously requires practice and effort. 3. Speak up for your desires. Don't be afraid to voice your own opinions and preferences. Expressing your thoughts doesn't mean you're making unreasonable demands. It's a significant step towards asserting your individuality. If you tend to please others by always going along with what they want without considering your own likes or dislikes, it's time to start speaking up. 4. Learn to say no. Saying no is a powerful tool in regaining control over your life. If you find yourself habitually saying yes even when you don't want to or when it causes you stress, practice saying no instead. You don't need to offer elaborate excuses or explanations. A simple, polite no or no thank you will suffice. Now, let's shift our focus to another type of person you should consider ignoring: the naysayer who consistently undermines your dreams and aspirations. As Mahatma Gandhi wisely put it, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Do you have any naysayers in your life? Individuals who dismiss your dreams as unattainable or belittle your ambitions? Those who mock your grand plans for the future? If you do, it's essential to distance yourself from such negativity. Allowing their pessimism to shape your self-perception can be detrimental. It may lead you to conform to their limited expectations rather than living authentically. In essence, they can steal your life from you, blurring the line between their opinions and your reality. Remember, your dreams and goals are valid, and you have the power to achieve them. Don't let the naysayers hold you back. Now, let's explore effective ways to deal with naysayers. 1. Redirect their energy. Some naysayers tend to offer unsolicited opinions about your endeavors, which can be both irritating and distracting. In such situations, it's essential to politely convey that you aren't seeking their input and recommend that they channel their energy into improving their own circumstances. 2. Give their opinions consideration. Rather than engaging in futile arguments, you can choose to acknowledge their opinions and promise to consider them. However, remember that you don't necessarily have to act on their advice. Redirect your energy toward more productive endeavors. 3. Address their objections with facts. Naysayers who express negativity without factual basis can be particularly vexing. When faced with such individuals, it's worth challenging them with well-researched facts that support your approach. Conduct your homework and present compelling evidence to counter their baseless objections. 4. Distance yourself. If dealing with constant negativity from these individuals becomes overwhelming, it's entirely reasonable to consider distancing yourself from them. This may involve finding a new job or limiting your involvement in family gatherings where their negativity prevails. No one should endure unwarranted negativity inflicted by others. Now, let's shift our focus to another category of individuals you should be aware of: the manipulators. Manipulators are individuals who are willing to say or do anything to achieve their own goals, often at the expense of others. They consistently prioritize their own needs and emotions above everyone else's. They may demand your assistance, but be unwilling to reciprocate when you need help. Beware of these manipulators who attempt to use their negativity to intimidate and control your thoughts. Manipulators intentionally create power imbalances and exploit their victims to serve their own agendas. It's crucial not to accept this behavior as normal. Instead, consider these steps to deal with manipulators. 1. Avoid self-blame. Recognize that manipulators have a knack for seeking out and exploiting your weaknesses. It's natural to feel inadequate or even blame yourself for not satisfying their demands. However, it's crucial to remind yourself that you are not the problem. You are merely being manipulated into feeling this way. 2. Shift the focus onto them with probing questions. Manipulators often make unreasonable requests or demands, pushing you to go out of your way to meet their needs. When faced with such a situation, consider redirecting the focus back onto the manipulator. Ask probing questions like, does this request seem reasonable to you? Or does what you're asking for sound fair? This approach can help gauge their self-awareness and reveal the inequity of their demands. 3. Utilize time wisely. Manipulators typically expect immediate responses to their requests. Instead of hastily responding, use time to your advantage. Say something like, I'll need some time to think about it. Take the opportunity to evaluate the situation, weigh the pros and cons, and decide whether it's worth negotiating for a fairer arrangement or simply declining. 4. Maintain a healthy distance. A telltale sign of a manipulator is their ability to act differently in front of various people and in different situations. They often oscillate between extreme politeness and rudeness, or switch from appearing helpless to fiercely aggressive. It's essential to understand that it's not your responsibility to change or save them. If dealing with a manipulator becomes overwhelming, it's perfectly acceptable to keep your distance from them. By implementing these strategies, you can better navigate interactions with manipulative individuals and safeguard your own well-being in the process. Remember, you have the power to protect yourself and maintain healthier relationships. The 5th type of person to consider ignoring is the one who insists you should be someone else. It's a common situation, especially with family and longtime friends who may not fully grasp your personal growth and evolution over the years. They may unfairly label you based on your past, making it easy to conform to those outdated perceptions. However, it's crucial to remember that it's always better to be disrespected for being your authentic self than to be respected for pretending to be someone you're not. Healthy relationships should encourage your personal growth and development without stifling the person you've become. The key to dealing with such stubborn individuals is to ignore their opinions. When you choose to embrace who you truly are, rather than who others want you to be, you open yourself up to genuine love, happiness, and success. There's no need to feign being someone else. You can't control what others think about you, but you have full control over how you internalize their opinions. Let them make their judgments, and don't feel compelled to conform just to please them. Surround yourself with those who love you for your authentic self, or let them walk away if they choose. Moving on to the 6th type of person you might need to ignore, the unforgiving friend who holds your past mistakes against you. We all have encountered someone who refuses to forgive us for our past errors, constantly judging us by our past actions. If someone refuses to support your growth beyond those past mistakes, it's their mistake to make. Clinging to the unchangeable past is an energy-draining endeavor that serves no purpose in creating a better present or future. Remember, mistakes are part of growth, and if someone can't let go of your past, it might be time to leave them behind. Here are 3 steps to consider. 1. Forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself can be more challenging than forgiving others because that critical inner voice never seems to quiet down. Nevertheless, it's essential to grant yourself the same forgiveness you extend to others. 2. Practice self-love. Shift away from self-criticism and towards self-love. Your worth is not defined by your past mistakes. 3. Learn and improve. Part of forgiving yourself is understanding where you went wrong, acknowledging it, and working to ensure it doesn't happen again. Learning and growing from your mistakes is a vital part of personal development. Remember, ignoring negative people doesn't mean you harbor ill will towards them. It simply means you prioritize your well-being. By subtracting negativity from your life, you create space for more positivity. Feel free to share in the comments which type of person you've had to ignore and how you've handled it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more valuable content. You can check out this video for more insightful content.